Hey y'all, it's Hope at Crafty Hope, and I'm here with another jewelry tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make these little beaded flowers. Let me see if I can put them on something that you might be able to see them better on. Are those cute? I had this idea that I wanted to make something like this for another project, and I could not find a tutorial online for them. I found one that pretty much is this, but it doesn't show enough detail, so I kind of worked it to meet what I wanted. I'll share that tutorial because I don't want to steal from it, but it wasn't a video, and I didn't see any videos, and everything was seed beads, and I wanted something that I could work with that was a little bit larger bead. So I'm going to show you both of these versions. This one is a 2 by 2.5 millimeter Chinese crystal. It's a rondelle. I don't know what size the bead in the middle is. It was just a little white bead in my stash. And then these other ones are some check glass beads, and I don't know what size they are, but I'm going to use different amounts for those. So I'm going to start with the, actually let's go ahead and do this one, the darker one first, because that might be easier to see. So let me grab my beads for that. Alright, for that one I am only using 6 beads, and for both of them I've got about 6 inches of, I think this is 26 gauge wire. You can see my spool of wire here has no information on it, but it was the thinnest gauge of wire I could find, and I think it's 26 because it doesn't seem to be 24. That seemed to be much thicker. So we're gonna do this. All you're gonna do is start by putting all 6 of your petal beads on there. Like I said, for this one I'm using 6. For those smaller beads I'm using 8. The big thing is to keep it an even number. So I'm going to put all 6 of them on here and put it about the middle of your wire. Now what you're going to do is you're going to form your circle. This is just basically make a loop and just keep pulling it together until your wires cross and there's not a whole lot of space there. Alright, so you're going to hold that as tight as you can, and then whatever wire is on the top, you're going to pull that back and then down and get that between the two that are directly across. Alright, so you've got that. You're going to take the one that was up here at the top and just pull it straight up. Alright, now take your middle bead, whatever that may be. You'll have to just test and see what fits in the middle, because I thought maybe a smaller one would fit in this since there was only 6, but no, it's the same as the other. Alright, kind of get that pushed in the middle and take the wire that's out there and push it back around. Now you're going to take it and kind of try to curve it toward you and push it between that opening. Now the big thing with this I found, don't pull it. You're going to want to go here at your base and just keep trying to push that wire through. I don't know if you can see that at all, but I'm pushing it and not pulling it. Now you will get to a point where you may have to fiddle with it a little to try to keep it between there, but just keep pushing. And so I'm going to hold this one and push, and hold the tail and push, and it just takes a little bit of work to get there. Alright, once you get it there, you're going to have basically a daisy, a beaded daisy with 2 prongs, and I am just going to do a wrapped loop on either side. I'm going to make it go the same way, my loop go the same way that my daisies are, so that when I line them up with jump rings they all face the same direction, if that makes sense. So I'm going to make my loop and then wrap. I'm making these kind of chunky wraps, so I'll go around and around and around. I'm going to take my chain nose pliers and try to tuck And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side so that I end up with one of these. Now, I'm going to do the exact same thing with the other one. So I'm going to go through this one more time with y'all so you can see. Hopefully you see it. I'm going to get about 6, I'm not measuring this, about 6 inches of wire, and put my 8 beads on this time. Again, that's because these are smaller, but I want to keep it an even number. And y'all, I don't know if y'all can hear the cat in the background. That is my kitten. She is going through heat. We are going to get her fixed, but the vet wants her to be a little bit bigger. She's a little undersized. I think she's the runt before we get her fixed. So she's all over the place at the moment. All right, so I have my 8 beads on here, and I'm going to make this loop again, just trying to make a circle as best as I can, pulling, pulling, pulling until those wires touch. And again, I'm going to take one of them and pull it up just to make them cross, and then down into the center, and then pull the one that I'm not holding up. All right, oh, there she goes. And I'm going to take my center bead if I can. I'm laughing too much at this kitten. And kind of, and this is a little tight, so I'm going to push that through, make sure it fits in there really well. All right, so I still have this wire on the top. I'm going to pull it around. I'm going to flip my flower over, pull this up and kind of curve it toward me, and then bring that wire through and push. All right, and again, I'm holding this one and using my thumb to kind of push that to feed it through. Feeding until I feel that's good and tight. All right, and there I have my little daisy with the 2 strands coming out. Now you could possibly do this and have it clip it down at this end and just make a loop at the top and use it as a connector, as a charm, but I really like it as a connector with this, so I can connect them with jump rings. Alright guys, if you have any questions about this process, don't hesitate to let me know. If you like it, give me that thumbs up down below and make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Keep on crafting on. Bye.